Good afternoon, Mayor, Ms. Grayson, Mr. Listy, thank you very much. The progress we've made since the last meeting is limited because we've been working on applications for several people for funding to rebuild the old church. At the present time, I have an application before we presented an application before a large donor in Austin, Texas. He's agreed to meet with me within the next 10 days, sit down and consider it. We're talking about an application where we would hope to raise about $250,000 through it. Very wealthy man. He has a relative here that we've talked to. We've consulted with her about it. The only reason I haven't met to him to date, he's been out of town. He travels a lot. But we do plan on meeting within the next 2 to 10 days in Austin with him. As a result of me signing the application tonight, because I've been out of town, we will file in the morning an application with the Brown Foundation for a grant that we're hopeful that can make some progress. Those are the type of things we're working on. We feel hopeful about the 2 applications we've got. The man in Austin is fully capable of funding the project entirely. And we feel hopeful that he will look at it favorably. The other thing we've done, we've replaced the roof on the building with a better quality roof right now so rain doesn't get in and deteriorate it. And as you know, last time we completed the lighting of the building, which we're keeping up. And finally, we're also in the process of developing a membership association for the old church, in which we plan to solicit memberships in the 1874 Old Church Committee. And our next meeting, we will consider that, the details of that, and try to get that in place through our website. So that's a report we have right now.
Questions or comments from Mr. Cooper?
The last time you came and presented, you mentioned that you had gotten the engineering done and that you were applying for an grant at that point.
Yes.
How'd that go?
We haven't gotten that grant.
You did not get it?
Yeah, we did get the engineering done.
Oh, you did?
And we did, and we do have a fairly good idea of what it's going to cost us to rebuild it. Somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000 to $300,000.
Well, I'm highly in favor of you being successful. My only question is, at what point do y'all decide that you've put everything in it that you can?
I think if at the end of the summer we haven't raised the money, then we make that decision. Unfortunately, to do this, you have to have these grants before people, and we've been working on them carefully, and it takes some time to consider them. One more grant that I have talked to people about, and I'm getting the application to submit it, is the Meadows Foundation. I happen to have a very close friend that used to be chairman of the Meadows Foundation. I've talked to him about it. They kind of changed their focus, but he did suggest that I file an application with them because in the past they have taken an interest in things like this. You know, the Meadows Foundation is a very large foundation in Dallas. Has rebuilt a lot of old homes and historic buildings around the Baylor Hospital out there.
Well, it sounds like you still have some promise.
Yes, we do.
That's good.
I'm very hopeful of the one in Austin, and I look forward to meeting with them.
So based on that, would it be too much to ask that in 6 months, which is going to be at the end of the summer, it'd be October, that in 6 months that you would have an actionable response to us, that whatever your decision is, that this is what we will do.
Absolutely.
Either it's on the process of being restored, or we've got Plan B.
I think it's very reasonable.
Okay, that's good, because it's one of those things that it's kind of a very similar semi-annual or annual report, and there's lots of carrots out there on those sticks, and
I think that's very reasonable.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank my committee who's always here supporting me, and they're very diligent in trying to make this work.
I know you are. You're all working very hard at getting it done, and I know it would be heartbreaking for y'all as well if it didn't happen.
Well, I don't think anybody on the council wants to see the church go away. We want to do everything we can to have it restored and put to use. And, but as everybody said, there's gotta be an end game somewhere.
I agree.
And I think if we don't get it done by October, then we probably need to pull the
I
plug.
think you're exactly right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cook.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate you coming in.